I nearly forgot the raffle. Now my very lovely, sparkling wife, Rosie, will draw the winning numbers. So, get those tickets ready.
It's Maggie, isn't it?
Yes.
I thought I recognized the jacket from last year. It's me, Deirdre.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you without your husband.
Her husband left her.
Yes.
It's a bit bitchy.
This is a very bitchy world, Anne. Oh, how I miss it. Anyway, I'm looking. I've never won a raffle in my life.
Oh, I didn't even know he had raffle tickets.
Rosie gave them to us.
Gave?
She insisted. I didn't argue. We're her personal charity. You never know. We may win a dried flower arrangement.
Now, I'm going to do this backwards.
Bit like your golf, darling.
And it's for an aromatherapy massage at Bettines. And the number is pink 24.
I could have done with an aromatherapy massage from Bettine.
Who's Bettine?
Does it matter?
And the second prize is a weekend for two at St. Andrews. St. Andrews what?
Just a little joke.
And it's blue 48.
Aren't you going to look?
You look.
Well, it's blue.
Sylvia and Mike.
And not us.
We didn't want to go to St. Andrews for the weekend anyway, did we?
Did we?
It's not our world anymore.
Well, it could have been, if only for the weekend.
You only just got back from your round-the-world cruise.
Some people have all the time. And now the big one. Kindly supplied to us by one of our members, Jerry Dangerfield. And it's eyes down for a new car. And it's blue. The ticket, that is, not the car. Or there might be blue. Is it blue? Do you know?
Get on with it, darling.
Right, all right. It's blue, and it's number 60. That's yours, darling.
What you know?
Yeah, thanks very much for the lift. Yes, good night.
Why did you have to give it back?
We've been through all this. Of course I had to give it back.
Only because you stood up and insisted on a re-raffle.
What else could I have done?
You could have said thank you very much and we could have driven home in it.
Maggie, the raffle was fixed. Rosie swung the raffle so we get the car.
So? She's a friend. She knows we need a car.
Maggie, it was a fix.
I prefer to think of it as Rosie giving fate a helping hand.
What, by palming the tickets?
None of those people there tonight needed that car. They've got at least 3 each.
Yes, well, I'll excuse your total lack of principles on the grounds that you've consumed the best part of a bottle of Chablis.
Only after you gave back my car.
It wasn't your car. It was a piece of misguided loyalty on Rosie's part to think we'd even accept it.
I'd have accepted it.
And would you have been able to drive it around knowing that it was fraudulently obtained?
Yes. She pulled out my ticket. She could have pulled it out anyway. Who's to know?
I know. We know. That's enough.
Did you see the people who won it?
No, I was too busy shielding my face as your rain blows on me.
They didn't need it. They had a Mercedes with leather upholstery. They should have given back the car, not us. Oh, why did we have to find out?
Well, we didn't find out, did we? Rosie winked at you and said, "Perks of being the captain's wife, darling."
Yes, but if she hadn't, if we hadn't known, we could have driven home in a new car and been happy. We needed that car.
We don't need anything that isn't honestly obtained.
Oh, stop being so smug.
Cocoa time, I think.
A mug of cocoa is no compensation for electric windows and a sunroof.
Did you have a good time?
Mixed. Hello. Who? Just a moment. Kayla wants a word with Baloo.
Tell her I'll call her back later.
Baloo will call you back later. Yes, thank you. Goodbye, Kayla. Baloo?
All Cub Scout leaders are named after characters in the Jungle Book. You know that.
And you're Baloo the bear.
Yes.
If I go down in the woods to
She wants to make sure I've counted the sausages.
Guess who I phoned earlier? Angela, my old secretary.
I mustn't forget the tomato ketchup and the peanut butter.
We having people to dinner?
What did you ring her for?
Well, her father has a garage business, do you remember?
No.
Well, I thought he might help us fix our car.
And?
So I'm going to ask her if he can.
Why didn't you ask her then?
Well, I thought it was a bit much to phone up after 2 years and say, hello, can your father mend our car?
So what did you say?
Well, I asked her how she was.
And how is Angela? Still convinced that lycra is flattering to the over 40s?
You're not doing lunch already, are you?
Oh, no, this is for the Cubs. Today we're doing backwards food.
What, you start with the pudding and work backwards to the hors d'oeuvre?
Backwoods, as in out of doors.
Ah.
We'll light a fire, and they'll roll out the pastry, and then they'll put things in it, and wrap it in tin foil, and then we'll bake it. On twigs.
That's your idea?
No, actually, it was a Kayla's.
Sounds fun.
Yes, doesn't it?
More like your idea of a nightmare.
Andrew, please. I'm trying to make a go of this. Please do not state the obvious. So, when are you taking Angela out to lunch?
Today,
Really?
an old friend.
She's not an old friend. You were her boss.
Maggie, it's just lunch.
Like all the other lunches with Angela were just lunch?
Exactly. That's exactly what they were. I mean, it wasn't my fault that the poor girl had a bit of a crush on me.
Which you encouraged.
I did not. I didn't even know about it until the day I retired. And she clutched me around the ankles.
You didn't think it odd that she brought you a red rose every morning?
She was a keen gardener. Why don't you come? She asked after you.
What were her exact words? How's the dragon?
No.
I know what she used to call me.
All right, I won't go.
Oh, make up your mind.
All right, I will. I mean, all I'm trying to do is to get the car fixed. We all want that, don't we? And if I have to spend lunch with my old secretary, so be it. Of course, we could have had another drink in the bar.
Oh, I have to watch myself. It doesn't take much to get me going, as you know.
Why?
Malcolm never imbibes. His body is his temple.
Ah.
So I keep a bottle of Lambrusco behind my long skirts in the wardrobe.
Oh, you have long skirts as well, do you?
Malcolm gets upset if I stand out too much.
He must spend a lot of time in tears.
He's all right. He's got his funny little ways. I knew I'd never find someone like you.
Me?
You were always my idol. I think you knew it, Andy, but it was not to be. You had such a lovely
Smile.
wife.